Yeah, sure. Hey, how's it going? My name's Snow. Nice to meet you. Is that good enough? Do I need to talk a bit more? Okay. Dope. Okay, they can hear me though. All right, perfect.
Okay. Oh no, you can hear absolutely everything. Voice suppression. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Well, unexpected. We are now live, and definitely not have already been live for a little bit. But, what are you thinking of games coming in today?
This should be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to both these teams. PC's been top performer for most of the season, and I think NYNB has some good upset potential. Um, I'm not sure. The rosters, these are the rosters that NYNB is fielding
Yeah,
for the first game. Okay. Yeah, so they have their full roster.
I was gonna say, I was
Um,
told that this is the roster. If it is not the roster,
okay.
I'm gonna be not happy. But I'm not gonna
Okay.
be happy.
So assuming it is what it is as it's listed. Um, I think the interesting things today to watch will be jungle mid, especially. Um, I think Jakar and Rat have shown they work very well together, and in my experience, like playing with them and kind of just knowing how they operate, I think they have very similar mindsets about the game, and so I think that's going to be like pretty challenging for Alana and Mike to kind of deal with. But if they can do that, I think they have a pretty good shot at winning.
Yeah, definitely do agree. Those two are like the main stars, I believe, of like you see here. So this'll that'll be fun to see whether or not these two players perform and whether I can't think right now. Mike and
Okay,
Alana.
I feel you. Yeah,
I'm not thinking
that's
right
fine.
now. So
Yeah,
but yeah, so while we're just
and then the
waiting to get into draft for probably another basically minute here. So
Mm. Yeah, I think on NYMB's side, their bot lane has shown that they are quite good. So I'm very curious to see if they can get through QC's bot lane. I think QC's bot lane is one of their more exploitable like sets of roles. Kage is a pretty solid player, but he also generally doesn't tend to be the primary carry. So I think, especially if we're looking at the meta now, if I don't know if anybody's been watching the World Championship, but right now we've seen a lot of really bot like lane champions in bot lane that are really strong. Caitlyn's been very high priority for a lot of teams. And I personally think that champion is one of the best AD carries right now in the game. So I think if they get something like a Caitlyn on NYNB side, I think that could potentially be a problem for QC.
yeah, the key matchups here for the bot lane are gonna be I want to say Cage, but I also want to say Kage. I don't remember how you say it.
It's Kage, yeah,
Okay, I'm not entirely
yeah.
not incorrect. So, and then key player here is Drakar. We are in theory going to be getting into the draft here.
Yeah, like any minute, yeah.
QC has yet to accept it, and I don't even see them in their respective channels. Oh, never mind. They're here. Alright, we are now into bands. So I'll move on over here. So
Alright, yeah, I'm curious to see what they do. Alright, Malzahar
Malzahar
gone.
ban.
Oh, Rat hates that champion. That doesn't surprise me. Kiana gone. Rat classic. I want to
The
see if they ban Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn ban will be interesting if they avoid it. TK gone. They're banning a lot of really safe champs from QC side, which tells me they want to play like a dive assassin comp like immediately with Malzahar and Tahm Kench both gone.
that would
And
make
then
sense.
oh wait, yeah. And Mordekaiser. Okay. And then Kiana Yasuo Zed. Classic.
I've I've not honestly these bands are so like the Zed, Yasuo, and Kiana bands feel so solo queue bands, but it's not inaccurate.
Yeah.
Just because Zed
Yeah.
and Yasuo are so high band, just in general. So
Mm, yeah, and they're all very good at those champs.
yep,
Rats, Kiana, Jakar can play it as well, and
yep.
then his Yasuo is also quite good. Then of course
Viego
Jakar
first
said,
picking over to QC.
uh,
What will New
okay.
York respond with?
I think I would like to see like jungle plus AD here, most likely. Inara, yep. Good. Classic. I think I would like Caitlyn more, but Inara's good. That was a good champion still, even after the nerfs, in my opinion.
I think Yunara's getting. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything on that because I don't want to jinx it.
She's getting changes.
I was gonna
She's
say, I was like, I
getting
don't know if they're
her.
like buffs or
They're
nerfs.
they're both.
So, okay, that's
it's
fair.
it's an adjustment,
Fair
yeah.
enough, fair enough.
And
So, Aurora getting
of
picked up
course,
here,
mm,
assuming that's going mid lane. So,
yeah, I think that's a pretty safe bet. It's I know Lana really likes that champ, so
mm-hmm.
it's definitely for mid lane. All right,
Syndra
Syndra.
immediately
Okay.
locked in.
Yep. So they're gonna be picking really hard for these Viego resets. So I expect heavy CC, heavy burst, something like Syndra, and then probably like a Leona or a Braum or a Taric, something like that from Paul, perhaps.
All really good hard
Yeah.
CC champs. Braum
Yep, there's Braum.
synergizes very well with Viego and probably the other AD carry, unless they decided to pick a mage. So, Braum being locked in over here on QC's side.
Yeah. Now the nice thing for NYNB here is they get a support counter pick. I think they can pick something really strong with Yunara to make her really hard to deal with. Something like a Lulu or something like that, but they picked Jarvan, which is interesting.
Yeah. J4.
This,
Honestly, I can see the combo. J4 with Aurora. Good
yeah, it's a
lockdown.
really strong
J4
combo. Yeah.
J4 in as a champion in general is just pretty strong in team fights, so definitely not a bad
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah, it's really strong with Aurora too. You have a lot of AoE going out, plus Inara. The
Mm-hmm.
one thing to look out for is Syndra can cancel his EQ flag and drag, which is a bit hard, but if he's able to kind of get around that, like if he's able to flash ult or anything like that onto Syndra, she's very vulnerable to ganks as well.
Maokai and Ashban? Yeah, Maokai Ashban
Okay.
coming over here from New York, and a Smolder band that I'm assuming is directed towards top lane.
Yeah, big smolder
And
merchants over there.
yeah.
Okay. They're definitely looking for a tank top, is what Nasus and Smolder Band
Rakan
tells me.
insta-lock
Yeah.
for New
It's a good
York.
matchup.
Good matchup, for sure.
Yep.
I used to
So
be a
top
Rakan
lane.
connoisseur.
Yeah, champions. I mean, he's just a good champion. He's really slippery. He's able
Very.
to actually lane against Braum because you don't have to hard commit to being in melee range, unlike some other supports.
Yep.
Right. Are they gonna go Caitlyn? Okay.
They are going Caitlyn. Okay.
All right. Nice. Yeah. So Caitlyn Braum, really strong 2v2 matchup here. It's one of the most popular Caitlyn combos and one of the best right now, in my opinion, because Caitlyn's range makes it really easy to proc his passive. And
Yep.
in addition, if you get the stun off, you get a free trap.
Yep.
So this is a pretty solid 2v2 lane. And yeah, I think we're gonna see like Sion, Urgot. I prefer Sion here, but Urgot's fine.
Urgot locked in for QC.
Now the one thing.
I
Oh,
was gonna say if Malphite pick here would be pretty strong.
oh, that's
Oh,
brutal.
the triple AD. Syndra's gotta
Oh,
get fed to deal with that mountain.
yeah,
So,
that is excellent. Excellent Malphite pick here.
very good.
Very hard. There's not much mobility on QC's side, so Malphite gets a lot of value here. And in addition, his matchup isn't too bad. He'll be down early, but once he gets like a Warden's Mail going and stuff like that, Urgot's not going to be able to kill him anymore. Um, I really like NYNB's comp here. I think they have really good engage. Their lanes are decent. I think QC has stronger early lanes. Um, is the one thing they have going for them. But I think if NYNB is able to make it into the mid to late game, their team fighting is just, I think, way better, in my opinion, than QC's. Like,
Yeah.
QC's problem is they are lacking any real engage. I think something like Sion would have fixed that a little bit, but I guess they felt more comfortable with Urgot. So,
Yeah. Urgot's I don't think will be half bad here against their combo. Assuming like if Urgot can get his ultimate off, like fearing everybody in a large AoE, considering they are going to be dogpiling. So just that as
yeah.
their New York's team, just the way their drafts. So
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely. I think if QC can get an early kill into the fight, get the Urgot ult off, get the Viego resets going, I think they just completely wipe the fights. But if they're not able to find that initial really fast, like snap pick, I think NYNB is going to be really hard to deal with.
yeah.
So I think big things to watch out for this game. I think we need to watch Viego's pathing and kind of how his early ganks work out. I think most likely he'll be pathing towards bot lane with some Malphite top, which is exploitable, but I think you kind of need to protect the Caitlyn lane versus Jarvan. We see a lot of Jarvans now. What they'll do is either full clear or they'll 3 camp and go bot. And I think if QC doesn't respect that, it's going to be pretty scary for them to play the game if they don't respect the early Jarvan gank bot lane. I think that can be used, and if Yunara gets the lead, I think it's really hard for QC to kind of climb back in from there.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna agree with that. What's my IGN?
I couldn't tell you.
I can tell you. Drakkar has me added. At least he should. Unless he unfriended me. No, he didn't. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Talk. I don't know how to talk.
Of course, I can do that for
We
you.
gotta talk.
Yeah, so yeah, no worries. Um, so biggest thing,
No,
I
great.
said
Sorry.
Viego's really important. Their resets are really important. I really think that's important to hammer home. Like, I think the other thing too that I don't really think I touched on, mid lane. I think that is a kind of a tough matchup early for Aurora. I think if Rat gets too far ahead, he can start manipulating the side lanes, especially bot lane. So I think if Viego isn't able to go early, but Syndra is, I think Syndra can kind of enable the rest of her team to start doing stuff around the map, which is really scary. Uh, so I think Alana just kind of needs to do her best to survive the early, and then I think if she's able to do that, um, then I think if they're able to kind of go into these objective fights even, um, QC starts to struggle a little bit. Because as I said, I think QC's kind of lacking any go tools. They kind of hope you basically walk into them. So if they're able to get lane control and start walking in before NYNB does, I think that's kind of QC's way to play the game. Syndra stuns over the wall are really scary. Caitlyn can set up trap lines and make it really hard for you to walk in through chokes. Braum, if you just face check him, he gets a really quick stun off with his ult combo. So stuff like that is how QC's going to set up the objectives. And I think if they're late to any objective, unless, someone's just trolling for whatever reason, they get caught or something like that, I think it's going to be a lot harder for them to kind of hold control over the game.
Yeah. Definitely agree. Getting into the delay.
No worries.
So
Oh, the countdown's not working. No, that's okay.
it'll probably
Mm.
work. Maybe. Maybe.
It shouldn't work if countdown's price not working. Last thing
Eventually.
too. Last thing to just touch on. Um, don't have a lot of experience with Caitlyn into Yunara, but I think the support matchup makes it Caitlyn favored pretty early on. Okay, there we go. Now it's working.
Here it is. Yep.
But
I definitely agree with that. Sorry.
yeah, no, you're good. Um, But I think the support matchup, it makes it pretty favorable for Caitlyn. I think it's really hard to fight Braum early. In my opinion, that champion's one of, if not the best support in the game for laning. His passive is just overpowered, in
Yeah.
my opinion, um, for bot lane. So I think Jarvan is going to kind of struggle early because he has losing early top, he has losing early mid, and he has arguably losing early bot. I think you can go either way on that. In my opinion,
Kate
I think
Brom
QC's winning.
Yeah, Kate Brom, the lane just kind of how it goes is just like the champions themselves. It's like Rakan is good into Brom here, but early game is like
Mm,
if they decide to take an early game fight, like they're going to lose it. I don't think
mm.
it like unless Brom fails to auto attack, basically
Yeah.
fails to auto attack, fails to land the Q, is like they're going to win the early game. Level 1 bot lane, like that's just you don't fight a Kate Braum bot lane. You don't really fight any champion bot lane level 1 with a Braum support because as you said, it is very
Mm,
oppressive due to his passive. So
yeah.
and
Yeah, as we
Yunara,
know,
sorry,
oh, sorry.
Yunara from
No,
my
go ahead. I was gonna say Joe.
experience, Yunara from my
Mm,
experience doesn't have the greatest level 1. She doesn't have a bad one, don't get me wrong,
mm,
but she doesn't have a good
mm,
one. Rakan needs level 2 to actually start getting online because like when he clicks, like generally speaking, Rakan starts W. You can opt to start the Q if you're expecting like a poke lane or you don't want to fight in. I actually probably would opt to start Q here instead
mm,
of doing a W start because you're not gonna want to fight. And
mm,
so just having that option available plus healing is definitely going to be really good because his Q is very strong early with the healing specifically.
mm.
So that's definitely not something you can underestimate. So
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I do think that is the one thing they have in their favor for the lane is they can take some rougher trades and then kind of heal back up.
yeah,
And if Caitlyn doesn't take fleet footwork, which I wouldn't expect she would this game, I think that's gonna kind of be the equalizer down in bot lane. So that's
yeah,
a good point.
yeah. I'm definitely. I mean, for me, this game for the Caitlyn's runes, I'm probably expecting lethal tempo here, but you can
Hmm.
choose to go for the first strike. That would be a little bit debatable though. So
Yeah, there's some people, there's some lethality Caitlyn merchants out there.
yeah.
I'm not one of them, but that's
That's
okay.
fair. That's fair. That's fair. So Alright, we're
Alright.
getting into game here.
Okay.
Oh!
So some interesting setups here.
There is
Alright.
a large... Okay. New things.
Okay. So interesting things to me. Urgot does not have press attack, which is the normal rune I see. I'm not an Urgot player by any means, but I don't see many people take Conqueror. So he's expecting those extended trades in top lane, hoping to win out against Malphite. We also have First Strike on Syndra, so I think Rat's pretty confident that he's going to be able to farm some early procs and... Oh, okay, never mind. I
Someone
thought they were
forgot to
about to
close...
have pause. Yeah, someone
Somebody
disconnected,
forgot to
but
close
I
Spotify? Question mark?
didn't. um, so I think Rat's pretty confident that he's going to be able to get these First Strike procs and with a little bit of extra gold in the early lane. And we see
Well, they
Invade
definitely see
coming in
this.
here. Yeah. Jarvan, unfortunately, pretty terrible level 1 champ, so I think it's really
Yeah.
easy to just kind of walk up in his face like that, drop a ward, and
Yep.
head back out.
Yep. Got the free 10 gold on the Syndra First Strike, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so now they see where Jarvan's starting. That's going to be really helpful for bot lane especially. They really need to know what this Jarvan is for the first 3 waves, basically, so that they can kind of be aggressive properly. So, huge win, level 1 for QC in my opinion. They have no idea where Viego's starting either. I think it's pretty safe to assume that he would want to path up to either of the sides. Could see a potential early gank from Viego.
I'm curious to see what Rakan has started here.
Last.
Rakan did, in fact, opt to start Q.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. The one thing interesting to note too, Caitlyn has Resolve secondary, so she's not going to have like biscuits or anything like that. She also doesn't have the scaling. I think they're expecting to kind of play away from bot early, is what that tells me, with the really defensive setup.
Yeah.
I think also they're probably just she's afraid of getting burst damage from later in the game from like a Malphite engage or Jarvan EQ, something like that.
Definitely can agree with that one. They have a lot of easy engage, so...
Yeah, absolutely. And we see bots pushing in early, so they're kind of... It's interesting to pick Caitlyn lane, they're pathing away from it. I think maybe they just feel more confident in the top matchup, and I don't blame them for that. I think it's pretty easy to feel good about pathing into Malphite lane early. You know it's going to probably be pathed away from, and Urgot's early is pretty strong. There's kind of some back and forth trading. Urgot eating in? He's going to get a really good trade here, most likely.
Nope.
Stubby's down, though. Alright.
Oh,
unfortunately, can't
winning
stop
the
rock.
trade back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he lost the trade and then he won it back, so...
Yeah. I thought I was looking rough.
Malphite is looking low
Malphite's
on
out of mana
mana.
now.
Yeah, he is for sure out of mana.
He is struggling a little bit. Small CS lead bot. Probably gonna be evened out, but it's good for NYNB. Oh, he doesn't! Oh, he canceled the base!
He
okay.
loses the cannon for that, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if canceling the base is worth it there. I think you get a little bit more off of forcing the
That was super unfortunate timing.
Alright, and mid's also out of mana. So I think Rat's pretty happy with the state of his lane right now. He's getting good trades, he has a decent CS lead. Alana has no mana, so she needs to back like really soon.
Yeah, honestly, I can see a gank mid from Viego here, because she does not have the option of backing right now. She does have TP, so she can take a bad back, but will she do it is the real question.
Yeah. I think she'll most likely, her wave's crashing, she's probably gonna just get the XP from the wave, get what means she can, and then reset. And it would be the best call. Yeah, you see she's recalling right now. You see Rakan also resetting.
Rakan looking for a cheeky back. Hold on 1 second.
No problem. Yeah, so Yunara's staying, so we get a little bit of solid XP on Yunara. Always happy to do that as an AD carry main. Just kind of sit back, get what you can. Not really under any real threat. Braum's just kind of sitting back and chilling, looking at her funny. Not really doing much. That's okay. Smellfight is in a spot where he's feeling pretty good. He can hit the minions real safe. He isn't worried about getting ganked here. Urgot definitely wants to get a base off soon. He's probably gonna do it most likely after this wave and the next wave, if I had to guess. And we see Jarvan. It's on the bot side. Dragon's up. I think this is a pretty good time for NYNB to do a dragon, because Viego's all the way up on top side, but they may not feel confident in starting it, as they don't know where the Viego is, and additionally, Yunara also needs to get her base off still. This is the one disadvantage you have when your support bases the way that PB did, is that now Yunara is in a weird spot where they have an objective timer, but they might not feel as comfortable doing it. And as I say that, we're getting gank mid. Perfect stun from Syndra. Viego wraps around from the Rapid Camp, and they get Alana's flash out. That is a wonderful gank from Jakara, and we see the return as the Mike goes in, gets Viego's flash in return. Rat flashing in, flash our Syndra. Aurora, she's doing the ult. Oh my god! Holy moly. Wow. Well played by PB there, being in there in time to get the Guardian proc off, able to save Alana, and then Alana uses the Aurora stealth plus the reposition from the ult in order to not die there. That's a 1-for-0 for NYNB. They're up in the early game already. That's really well played. Good roam timer by PB there. He knows that Yunara isn't really under much threat. Oh no. Oh no! And Malphite just walks up. He says, "That crab is mine." He slaps it and just walks away. That's aura right there, buddy. And we see that, Alex is very happy to just catch these waves here. I think that early game's looking a little bit rougher now for QC. Jarvan's gonna be able to get his 6 here. I think dragon fights are gonna start to look really scary. Now that Rat has no flash, I think this Malphite's gonna get a base off soon. He's just kind of slapping her around. He's not in any danger of being solo killed here. This guy's already getting really tanky. And you see Jarvan, he just keeps full clearing. Mike doesn't have to really do much of anything. He just has to cover his lanes, and otherwise he just farms, he sits there, and he gets to scale to his Divine Sunderer. He just lets his lanes play out. A small trade there in mid lane, but nothing really big going to happen here. I think Blake is just happy to, get what minions he can. I think this Malphite's really happy with how his lane's going. He's about even in CS. He looks down in CS right now, but that's just because he has a big wave coming into him that he hasn't caught yet. I think this Urgot pick is going to start to kind of shine once he gets level 9 in Black Cleaver. For those who don't know, Urgot's W gets a cooldown on it, but once he hits level 9 and he maxes his W out, it starts to become the infinite no cooldown ability, so it becomes a lot more powerful then. And additionally, Urgot's really strong spike once he gets his first item. You see, yep, Malphite, perfect. He's got Word's Mail, he's got Steel Caps. This rock is going to be unkillable for the next, at least 5 minutes, if not longer. In fact, to be honest, he could probably just start fighting Urgot. And I wouldn't be surprised if Blake is able to get more good trades like he's been getting, and he's able to actually force a kill onto Chow here. So I think top lane's going to be interesting to watch for the next couple minutes. Yep, and there we go. Malphite, Unstoppable Force, just goes in. He's slowing the Urgot. He's slapping him, showing him the power of the rock. Is this going to be a solo kill? Oh! Oh, you can't stop the rock. Oh no.
I forgot to unmute my mic on the
Perfect
stream side.
timing. Oh, that's all good.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's perfect Malphite ult timing. He
For
times
real.
it right just when the last minion is there, and he kills the minion with it. He forces Chow to take some turret shots, and then he just runs at him and right clicks
Runs him down. Yep.
Oh, this early game is looking pretty rough for QC. I think they're, for having the lanes that they do, like, top lane's good. And we get, as I say that, we're getting a mid fight here over the jungle. Jarvan's getting really low. I think he's going to go down here to the Veigar. We get a reset on the Jarvan here. Aurora's trying to get Syndra low, but we get a Viego reset as he hops back over the wall. I think Aurora might be in trouble here. Oh, you see PP coming in for the flank. He gets the knock up into the
Is your
charm.
card dead?
Malphite's here.
Uh-oh.
I think he might be out.
If
Yeah,
Malphite had ult, he dies. However, he got a different kill with it. So.
Yeah, so no, it's all good. So really interesting fight there. I'm actually surprised that was only a 1-for-0 for QC there. I thought they would get more, but PB's roams have just been so good this game. He keeps getting these like really good mid-timers, where the first time he saved Alana from a death and got a kill back, and this time he once again saves Alana. They don't get a kill back this time, but I think NYNB should be pretty happy that they only lose one there. And the Sinara, like, she's getting to scale. She's even in farm. You know, this Malphite is just winning in trades now.
He is
that
not doing any damage. He is not doing any damage. He was literally tickling that HP bar. Oh man.
Ult's up. If Chow doesn't back soon, I think Malphite's just gonna all-in him and kill him again. If they're not careful.
I can definitely see it happening again.
Put out some fires here, yeah. I think NYNB are, like, overall, other than that one death around the Raptors, they're feeling pretty good right now. You see Mike's just hovering bot lane, just making sure there's no play here. I don't think anything's gonna really happen. I say that, we see him right-clicking bot lane. He's trying to run at Kage, but he won't be able to find anything. Too far back. I think this is kind of the strength of QC's bot lane, is that they're able to effectively play back at ranges like this. It makes them a bit hard to gank. You kind of have to set up for dives. We see Viego hovering mid.
Oh, wow.
On. Whoa.
Blown up.
Deadly combo.
Blown up.
Yeah, we see how well these two players synergize together. Perfect. Off of one Syndra stun, we get a Viego flash stun to follow up, and Alana's just at 100-0, not able to flash her ult react or even W.
Wouldn't know even point. No point.
Yeah.
Even if she could.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna kind of be where we need to start watching the Syndra a bit. Syndra's now starting to get a bit of a level lead, and I think going to start be a bit of a danger in any upcoming objective fights, or if they want to start doing bot rooms, I think they can do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if we look at the items here, Viego has his first item done, Kraken Slayer. Really strong damage item. He's probably not going to be playing utility too much. He does have a Ruby Crystal, so he could be going for either the Sundered Sky or the Trinity Force, most likely.
I imagine Trinity
Force. The common builds. Yeah, that would make the most sense. That's what I usually see.
Trinity Force, or he's going to be also building a Black Cleaver. I would.
Yeah, I could do that. It's definitely strong this game. They have 3 AD champions. Urgot might not be grouping up that much. He probably wants to be sideline versus Malphite once he gets that cleaver done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we see QC kind of
looking to proxy on the Malphite.
Yeah.
Malphite proxy.
This is so demoralizing to me when I play top lane, that I feel like my opponent doesn't respect me, and they just like go and walk past me and just start killing my minions. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Both teams standing around the dragon here. Now I think QC is a bit favored right now. Getting a small chunk there on the Aurora. Those small chip leads, they might not seem like much in the moment, but they'll really matter for these Viego resets. Any damage they can get off like that makes it easier for them to execute on a fight. But Malphite's going to walk down, and we see Urgot also teleporting, and I think we're going to get a pretty big...
Are we about to get a 5v5? We're about to get a first 5v5.
Absolutely.
First 5v5 of the game.
Fight time. It is 14 minutes, and we are 5-manning the second dragon of the game. This is what I like to see.
It is just a stalemate.
Off. Yeah, they're trying to push out the QC's doing a good job of pushing out the waves and making it so NYNB's a little bit uncomfortable, and they have to send Mike to
Uh-oh.
catch bot lane. Uh-oh, are they collapsing on bot here? They're looking.
They're looking
They
at
really
J4.
want to.
Oh, Malphite just
Yeah,
walked face first.
and Rakan resets, so this is pretty rough here. This is 45 right now. Mike keys in, he gets stunned, and
Oh
they just
no. He's just dead.
annihilate him.
He's just gone. Well, that's
Or
Dragon
not
going
just
over to
ate him alive.
QC.
Yeah, that is rough back timing.
Honestly,
sure.
very anticlimactic.
Yeah, I think PP probably wanted his redemption. I wasn't looking at his wards, but I assume he was pretty low on wards.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the rest of his team didn't back off, and so they tried to fight, and they ended up being really split. So that's
Bagel,
number 2
Bagel
over QC.
looking for an engage.
Oh, yeah, they're looking on this Kalen here, but he's just getting chain CC'd. This is the power of the Braum right here.
Yunara trades. Yunara does trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she dies as well.
Yeah, and that's...
that was unfortunate. Very unfortunately played.
Yeah. Once you get the Braum passive on you, I think you kind of have to wait it out. You can't full
He also
send it,
just kind of
'cause
like
Kalen's
ran
gonna
into
stun
the
you.
trap.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. He just ran into that trap.
Yeah, I think he was really desperate. And we see first tower going over to QC. I believe that is the feats for them off of that, since they also
I don't know.
got it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Feats
I
is
think
over.
they
Yeah,
got the kill
Feats is
feat, 'cause I saw her,
Feats is
get
over.
them.
Triumphant Sork's shoes
Yeah.
on the Syndra.
Yeah.
Yeah, Feats
Yeah,
is over
so
to
that's
QC.
really big. Yeah, that's huge for QC. I think they're looking pretty good. Ah, that's a Titanic. That's a 2-item Viego at 16 minutes.
That is a terrifying Viego.
Small problem. Small problem.
Possibly.
I do agree with Mason here, by the way, that I think all the gold is on Jakar right now for the most part. So I think NYNB, they kind of need to start looking to shut down this Viego. Maybe look for like a Malphite ult into a Rakan combo, you know, something like that. Try
Not all the
him
gold is
before
on
he can ult
Jakar. The gold, however, is on the Syndra, Viego, and Caitlyn here. Syndra and Caitlyn are just like shortly behind here, but they're pretty close, so...
Yeah, Syndra is looking quite strong at this point. 1.5 items.
Okay, with the BF sword
they do
and
have
collector.
treads. Yeah, they're feeling pretty good. I think NYNB kind of has to play it slow now. They need to get their items onto their carries. Like you said, Kaylin has like a BF sword, whereas Yunara has like a scout slingshot. Bit of a difference in gold there. We see Malphite getting chain stunned here. He's just getting everything dumped on him. They really
He's
want to
alive!
Malphite.
Oh my gosh!
Unstoppable Force-off. We see Blake's trying to ult in, but he's just getting stunned up. This Braum passive is getting so much value here. Yunara dashes in, trying to get the kill on the Braum,
that was
but he's
unfortunate.
not
She
able
couldn't get the
to.
kill on the Braum.
Yeah, and we see Diego's just running fearlessly ahead now, trying his best to get even more resets here. He's probably going to be able to get Lana here. Oh, so close, able to flash out. And
oh no!
Oh, from downtown!
She
The
didn't
built-up
move!
Peacemaker
Oh
finds
no!
the target. That, my friends, is why Caitlyn is an excellent sniper.
Yeah.
Well played by Kage here. Look out for that pick. I thought that play was probably over. I thought maybe they could kind of stand off, but he's able to just hit that Caitlyn Q and get another kill. See Chow's
Flash
trying to hit
coming
the
out.
balling. Malphite flashing in. I think they want to try to get
I think they're gonna be able to kill him here.
Yeah, PB's able to get
Flash coming out. He's definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
This
You wasting flash? Oh, wait.
No?
He's so tanky! Wait, he's so tanky!
Zargon's surviving for a really long time.
He is actually surviving! Oh my gosh!
He's gonna get
Oh! Saved! Ult! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, and the turnaround. Oh, that is such unfortunate. Oh, that's so unfortunate for them.
That's insane. I thought QC was starting to turn that, but I
I
guess
thought
with
so
the
too.
Malphite ult
Urgot,
coming up,
yeah, Malphite ult coming up and Urgot unable to secure the kill because he died with his ultimate on the Malphite. That's unfortunate.
yeah, so I think that, so just to kind of go back over that initial set of plays, that looked really good for QC. They got a really good fight. They got a lot of kills. They were able to get top tier 1. But I think they kind of greeded a bit. You know, there's a point where you're going for plays where you kind of need to stop and be like, hey guys, we need to chill. We need to get our resets off. We need to kind of reset the map. And I think what happened is they saw the play with Urgot being made on bot and they thought they could save him. But NYNB
Well,
were
they
fresh
almost
off the
did.
bases. Yeah, and it ended up being close because they're so like ahead, and we see TP's coming in as he actually cancels
Ult
it!
canceled.
Oh no! He cancels the TP, and QC's just able to secure that dragon for free.
Urgot has the Black Cleaver, but he is still doing no damage.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I
Opting
thought
in
he
for
would
the
be
Wit's
winning.
End. That's interesting.
I'm no Urgot player, so I don't know the tech in this matchup.
I don't think the tech.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
agree
seen
with
an
that,
Urgot
but
build that.
oh,
That's a
actually really nice
huge
chunk for a lot of
damage.
bot. I
Big
think
damage.
Rat, like, if he keeps eating the combos from Aurora, she might be able to look for a kill here. But I think
She
a lot
probably
of
could right now.
Intimidated.
Yeah, she can right now.
I think maybe she's a little afraid of someone like a Viego. They know where he is now, but they didn't know before. They
Yeah,
might be a
that's
little
completely
afraid
fair. I
to
mean, hey,
full
he's
send
still
it.
staying. Oh no.
And we're gonna see the Syndra R come down, and unfortunately, Wada is not able to find the kill. And Rat gets the bot tower as well. That's like about 1100 gold into the Syndra. That is really scary.
Very scary. That's Syndra's second item, probably another component.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, my bad, just straight up buys the death cap. Wow, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, another item plus a component.
Yeah, and QC starting up the Otacon,
Oh.
feeling pretty confident.
Oh.
See, Paul's actually face checking in. They're able to get the combo.
Viego's down! Viego's down!
And this is looking really good now for NYNB to get the Otacon as
Otacon
well. Juana's in.
Taken by New York. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Wow.
Otacon.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Otacon armor and magic resist reduction.
Yeah. If they're able to one-shot this Viego, like with the Recon into Malphite and Jarvan combo, like it becomes really hard for QC to play. I think even with, Syndra being as head as she is, if she's not there, like when the objective is started, when they have control, I think you kind of see, like they're able to actually walk in and start a fight without fear of being like Syndra comboed before they can get in with like the Jarvan EQ.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a little bit of poke coming out from Syndra. She's so strong. She's actually so scary. I'd be terrified.
Yes. I would
I'm
not
terrified. I'm not even in this game.
Rat poisoning. Yeah,
I'm not
if
even.
I was Caitlyn.
I'm not even in this game, and I'm scared.
Yeah, I think this game is just gonna get harder and harder for this Aurora and Yunara.
Definitely.
Screen.
Yeah, she's gonna be able to one-shot somebody. Anybody. She's probably gonna be able to one-shot the Malphite here very soon as well. So, I'm not even lying. He is, however, going in to build a Kanik Reburn here, so it's definitely not a bad option here. Drakar looking in on him. And doing absolutely no damage.
Futile. Yeah,
he broke his shield.
Alright, Malphite passive down. Give it about 8 seconds, and I'll be back
6.
Up. Very important cooldown. 6? Oh, shit. That's more than I thought it would be. Oh, that's huge.
Uh-oh! Malphite accidentally clicked R. Uh-oh.
That is a bit of an
Uh-oh!
unfortunate mistake. Um,
That's
I've been
not
there
good at
before.
all. Oh no.
Well, the one nice thing, there's no objectives on the map right now,
Except
so
for the
there's
Baron that just spawned. They're looking at
yeah, okay, that
Aurora. Oh
just
my gosh,
spawned.
Viego is
Yeah,
so fast.
yeah.
Oh,
I
missing
think Alana is probably gonna
W?
spawn here. Maybe. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she doesn't blink back. No. Oh, that's tragic.
I would have just canceled the R there. I mean, you can cancel the R there, right? You
I
can cancel
don't
Aurora, right?
believe so.
I thought
I
you
don't
could.
believe
I
so.
might be crazy.
I'm not an Aurora. I'm not an Aurora player, so
I
don't quote me on
remember. I
that.
mean, I know you can cast
Okay.
Aurora again.
Okay, you can.
Oh,
And we're gonna
Brahmar
see the
looking in.
engage coming
Oh,
in.
looking in for the recon. Unable to find it. Teamfight breaking
No,
out.
it's coming
J4R
up.
onto the backline. Malphite are
Malphite
onto the
hold on to
backline.
Viego.
Caitlyn is down. Yunara is
Watch,
killing.
yeah, just watch
Viego
this
is getting
Yunara. He's able
resets.
to free hit here, but Viego getting the reset. He's getting another reset. I think Viego's just gonna clean here now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
just no
J4
more damage.
finding a kill onto Syndra. Wait.
He gets the kill.
Wait a minute. No, it's
Oh,
still
we
lost
got the
fight. Still lost
broadcaster
fight.
going
Oh,
up.
wait a minute.
Perfect flash
Yunara
from
damage.
Yunara.
Yunara damage. Slow coming out.
Get in there.
Is that your car? Does your car is down? Ooh, Yunara damage coming out.
Wow, I thought that fight was doomed, but Mike is able to pull it back, able to get enough healing, able to get the kill on Rat.
Yeah,
And
I was
that's a
expecting.
4-2.
Yeah, I was not expecting that fight to be turned around. So
Yeah, that was a 45 as well. Like, they were down the person. Lana got picked on the side there. That looks really good for NYNB. I think we're starting to see that Yunara scaling coming in.
yeah, I was expecting Syndra. Syndra, I think, is just gonna sit on this Hextech alternator, realizing that she might need to build her magic pen here just to get through this Malphite, but I don't think she needs it quite just yet, personally. But I think I think finishing the whatever the heck it's called.
The
Shadow Flame, yeah. I was gonna say, finishing the Shadow Flame is probably not a bad idea here, even though Malphite is building MR. I don't think... Malphite doesn't need to be our top priority, so...
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. And the one thing, too, to remember is that Syndra's scaling allows her ult to eventually execute.
Yep.
So even though he's building up all that MR, if her ult starts hitting Malphite, or like any of the other frontliners past a certain point in the game, she actually becomes a really strong tank killer as well. She's able to remove a target from the fight pretty early if you get them low enough. Yeah. Which helps play into the Urgot and Viego trying to get their resets off as well, or I guess the Urgot execute in his case.
I'm seriously questioning this Wit's End. I don't understand it.
What? Yeah, I think he's expecting to be side lane, but I think we kind of see this is the problem with Kisi's comp, in my opinion, is that they have so much engage. You can't really play for the side lane. You're gonna be forced to group up at some point. Like, they have Malphite, Jarvan, Rakan. They're just gonna want to fight you permanently. And so, I think this game, like, the longer it goes on, the more Yunara items that come in. Like, it almost doesn't even matter, really, that, like, this Syndra and Viego are so ahead, because they have such a hard time getting through this front line.
Uh-oh, J4 is about to get picked. Oh!
Oh, he just goes in on Syndra.
Never mind! Never mind! It's the other way around! It's the other way around. Syndra is just gone.
Oh. Big pick there. They did commit the Malphite and Jarvan ults. That's mostly.
Honestly, I think that's okay,
well.
though.
Actually, I didn't see that. Yeah, the only thing that, it's hard for them to look for more, but that does mean there is less pressure going in.
See, the thing is with their ultimates, Rakan, Malphite, and J4 ultimates, like at level 16, J4 and Malphite ultimates are relatively short cooldown. Rakan's ultimate is really low, even just at rank 2. If he has Domination Secondary, which I don't believe he does, Ultimate Hunter definitely does aid in that there. So
yeah, and then
also Wit's
TC's trying to stand off.
Wit's also has less value because W reduces on hit damage.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I'm so glad you actually got worse because I don't play that champ.
I didn't even know that. I was just like, I
uh,
was just looking at this item, and I was looking at the champion, and I was like, I don't see it.
okay,
So,
gotcha. Yeah, so we see there's kind of a role reversal almost. QC is now the one trying to walk in, trying to get vision down and everything, and NYNB is just able to push them off. They do have all their ults back now, so if they want to go mid, I think this is a pretty good time for them to look. KC trying to
definitely.
establish vision on the bot side. We have Dragon coming up in about a minute 20. I'm
Yep. Dragging up in
glad
a
I remembered that.
minute.
The objective timers, I remembered where they are, so I can actually look at that now.
Yep, yep,
Instead
yep.
of saying that
They're
there's
right
nothing
there.
up and then Baron spawns.
Yeah.
We see they're kind of just looking at each other funny. This is almost ARAM at this point. You kind of have some people
Honestly,
hanging
yeah.
out in the
This
jungle.
is quite interesting.
Yeah, I think QC knows that if they split off, they're just going to get
Uh-oh, looking
engaged
at
more. See, they're
Aurora.
moving towards bot lane. Aurora is able to W out.
Oh,
They
wait a
might get
minute.
punished here.
Oh, almost there. Chaos? I don't know. What's their name? How do you say their name?
Whose name?
Chow?
Oh,
Urgot?
Chow. Yeah.
Chow? It is Chow?
Yep.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to butcher the name because I'm
It's all
not
good.
good with names.
Yeah, I'm not either. I feel that. Yeah, no, it's Chow. Chow on their gut. Like the.
TP coming in from Malphite wanting to help and get Prio here for this Drake that is coming up in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and
Malphite
big
needs
thing
to
to
walk
note.
in.
Yep. I think if Malphite just ults on to one of the squishy carries here, I think they just get one
That's
shot.
what
They
he's
gotta be
looking
really
for. You can
careful.
definitely see that he's looking for it, but they have to respect this. You have to respect
Yeah.
the. And they're definitely showing him respect. Oh, Drakkar is on the back lane. A
And they're
little
so
bit.
split right now. They're finally starting to group back up a bit. I think NYB had a look there with KC's
Definitely.
carries being split up there. But
I'm
they're able to
expecting a
group back
Malphite
up.
ultimate here soon. Very, very soon.
Yeah. Dragon's leash.
They're waiting for
Nobody's actually hitting
passive.
it yet though. See over the wall, Jarvan. This is gonna eat
Oh!
you in.
Oh! Uh-oh.
Malphite's just walking in a straight line
Bro,
at
he does
them.
not
Not
care.
able to get much.
Aurora ult coming
No.
out. Looks like fight's happening. Oh, three-man ultimate from him.
Oh,
J4 ultimate on a three-man ult. Oh man, QC is getting wrapped.
They just got white.
Malphite was a very good pick here.
Yeah. This Malphite pick is doing so much work in these fights. He's able to buy so much time. They don't have any real tools to kill him yet. Like Caitlyn doesn't have her Last Whisper item done yet. She just has the component.
I think they're gonna look for Baron here, and I say that as a complete like free Baron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see this Malphite come and kill this Caitlyn, please. She is
very funny.
disrespecting the heck out of him. I was gonna say, she is disrespecting him. He almost has ultimate again, so I'm expecting it to happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. If she stays, she's gonna die. She is not staying.
Can't stop the rock. He's gonna go back home. Free Baron for NYNB. But yeah, these fights are so interesting because if you watch like the Malphite ult, like he doesn't kill anyone with it necessarily, but he buys enough time for the rest of his team because they all have to turn and hit him because he's actually doing damage since he's a 3.5 to 4 item Malphite, and the rest of his team's able to follow up after that. And like Syndra just got one shot at the start of the fight with the follow up from Jarvan, and after that it's just all the Yunara AoE coming out. Have Aurora,
Yunara is level 17, and Kage is only level 14 here. Yunara is a higher level. She is. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's higher than. She is a higher level than 7 of the other players in this lobby.
Yup. Sinara is very, very strong right now. I can tell by the way she's grabbing all the jungle camps and everything like that. Probably really close to her 4th item. Once that Infinity Edge comes out, she's just gonna tear QC to shreds with her auto attacks.
Yep.
If she's able to hit in these fights. We see bot tier 1 goes down. NYNB kind of hovering towards there, trying to see if they can't get more.
Uh-oh,
Feel
they
like they
might
probably
get caught
can't,
bot
though.
here.
Yeah, this is a bit of an overextension.
Mm-hmm.
Piggybacking. Yeah, they realize they're done enough. And we have a
Sub
pause.
DC, the agents got him.
Oh no. And we're still paused, so this is gonna be a little bit. Hopefully not too long to get back into this pause.
I'm not swapping
So
over to the pause screen. You can't ask me. You can't ask me.
uh
So,
yeah, so I think just kind of taking stock of this game, a couple things to look at. I think NYNB's front line is just disgusting at this point. We got four items on Malphite versus Urgot having like 2.5, which is like insane lead for this Malphite. Jarvan has
yeah.
4 items,
I wonder if I
and he
can
has
see the scoreboard. Yeah, there we go.
yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a 3K gold lead from Malphite. And then 2K, I guess the support lead probably isn't really bad that much. There's a big, most of the lead
No,
really is
that's a
on
pretty big
Malphite and
difference.
Yunara.
That's a pretty
Yeah,
big gap. That's like a full
that is
item,
true. That's like an
basically. Like,
item.
look at this.
Yeah,
He's
that's
at 3
true. Yeah,
items. He's only at 2.5. Like, that's pretty big.
yeah.
So,
Getting on pause, getting back into the
game
game.
is
Thankfully,
unpaused
didn't have to
here.
wait too long for
Yep.
that.
Oh no.
Hopefully. What's
Uh-oh.
happening? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. The agents are getting us now.
Uh-oh.
I guess I can just give it a minute. We can keep talking. But yeah, like there's a mid and lead and mid still, but
There we
there we
go.
go. Like I feel like low key this Malphite is kind of the carry this game. Along with obviously Yunara is able to free hit, Jarvan's getting a lot of really good damage and knockups in these fights. But like
Malphite's starting it
this
all.
yeah, like Malphite's starting the fights off. He's finding important carries every single fight. Like he's actually doing so much work for being the tank top laner here.
I didn't do... Okay, I was about to say, it's like, I didn't do anything, it just started freezing.
Yeah, that's weird.
So...
Yeah, now the one thing nice for QC, there's not really an objective on the map for 2 more minutes. I think Baron's about to run out for NYNB, if I know my
I
timings
imagine that
correctly.
probably does. Yeah, it's gonna expire here in 3 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, so they do get
Nope,
a bit
it expires
of a
in
calm
13.
state. Oh, okay,
20,
must
10
be 3
seconds.
minutes
I don't
then.
remember how long Baron is. Is it like, isn't it
Me
like...
neither, I'll be honest. I thought it was
I thought it was a minute
2.5 to
45.
3 minutes.
Was it 3 minutes? Okay, it's probably 3 minutes. That would make sense. Because if it is 3 minutes,
Yeah.
it expires in 12 seconds.
Yeah.
So, and that would make sense.
Yeah, and we see, like, Dracarys trying to look for this Aurora on the side lane, but Aurora is such a hard champion to punish on the
Baron
side
is
with
out.
her
Okay, so it is
open
3
ult.
minutes.
Yep.
3 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
3
Yeah,
minutes.
it's...
We confirmed
I
it.
played the game off of vibes. Yeah, I played the game off vibes, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know, it's probably off soon, and then just hope for the best.
Yeah, that's me too. For the most part.
Yeah, we see one thing interesting to note that I see in the inventories right now. Syndra decided to opt for the verdant barrier, so I think that modified ult does get a bit lower value now for her. However, the problem is he can still just ult the Caitlyn.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
He saw Viego's a good target still. Caitlyn's a good target still. They're able to
Yep.
get that Syndra.
They're looking for this Drake that's
shield
gonna
off.
spawn here in 30 seconds. So.
Yeah.
This
it
is
should
Soul
be...
Point.
Mm-hmm.
They have no
I think
trade here. It is either Soul or not. And I think, honestly, I think this fight might be the decider. They're gonna make it very, very,
Yeah.
very close to who wins
I
and
would
loses.
agree with you.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
depending
agree
on
with
how
you here.
badly or good this team fight goes, QC very well could lose here, or be it would be very close. Uh-oh, Diego's looking for a
Yeah,
flank.
Yeah, he's trying his best to
They
flank.
don't
The problem
know.
is-
They don't know. They do not know where
Yeah,
Viego is.
no.
And that is
The problem
scary.
is QC's not able to walk in versus Malphite. You see, he's not just walking up and just autoing
He's...
Gurgot, getting like his grass proc off,
Yeah.
getting like small chips onto
They don't know
QC
where
here.
Viego is. This can be scary. Oh, they found him.
Yeah, okay, they kind of
I
pushed
was
the
about to
car
say, I was
off
like, this can
finally.
be scary. I mean, Viego's shoved off. I mean, like, honestly,
I think
I would
NYNB are
force
good to just
this. I
start
would just
this.
force it.
Yeah,
Like,
like
force
they
it.
need to.
Viego's being zoned off here. Like, Malphite can just ult him as soon as he sees.
Yeah,
Oh my
watch
gosh.
Malphite here. Actually, really good chunk on the Aurora here. She's just one shot here. We do get the Viego reset into the Aurora, but nobody's on Yunara yet. And she's able to
Yunara is
two-hit
just
here.
melting.
And she
Drakar
gets two
is
here.
down.
Double kill already. Malphite's still full health, by the way.
Yeah.
Just gonna remind you of that.
My
You
bad.
get a triple kill onto Yunara. And this guy, like, now they get the Mountain Soul. And now, how do you get through this front line here? You have Malphite with, like, the biggest shield of all time. You have Jarvan, who can W shield and also has a really big shield. Even Rakan, like, gets pretty good value here. The only one who doesn't really get too much value is Yara and Aurora, just because they don't have a lot of health. But even so, it's still like a little nice boost. See Baron spawning, they're just gonna start it up. Yeah, no problem. I can hold it down. So yeah, they're gonna get a Baron start here from NYNB. It's looking really good here. I think they'll be able to kind of carry this momentum, barring any real throws, and to probably the win. I think QC at this point, you kind of have to start getting a little bit desperate. You probably have to start playing for vision pockets with Syndra, try to look for squishy members. You won't be able to pick off Malphite, Jarvan, or Khan very easily, I think. I think you kind of have to look for Aurora when she's on the sideline. Maybe look for Yumara if she steps out a little bit. And the one thing, welcome back. And the one thing to note is Yunara did use her flash there, so if they get a good Viego or like good Syndra stun into Viego combo with Braum able to drop the ult on her, they are able to get a reset, and I think the fight is winnable at that point for QC. But I
That's a
think
lot of
that's their
armor.
only real avenue into. Yeah,
That's a lot of
that might
armor.
be a 600 armor Malphite, 245 magic resist. That guy is not taking damage.
No,
How
definitely
big is
not.
it? I wish like there was a display for the shields, because this guy effectively has probably about 6,000 health if I had to
He
guess,
is this
like
big.
roughly.
So,
This is a scary rock.
very scary rock. Indeed.
Yeah, this is. I mean, they're trying their best. Honestly, if I were Malphite, I just walk up and start hitting this tower. But I understand he doesn't
Probably
want to do that.
shouldn't do that, no.
Yeah, yeah. You see, Jarvan's able
Oh,
to get the
Verdant
Syndra base
Barrier
nailed
is knocked
down.
off of Syndra.
Yeah, so they
Uh-oh.
can start looking here. They're just
Uh-oh.
running at them.
Uh-oh.
Chow's trying to hit the plant, but he can't.
He
They're too
can't.
big.
Oh! Malphite ult!
Two-man
Oh!
support.
Three-man ult. Four.
Good job.
Everybody's in the ult. Everybody's in the
It's
ult.
just-
Oh my gosh.
oh my
And that
goodness,
is
and
game.
that's just
There
an
is no
instant
way that's
triple
not
kill.
game.
Yeah.
If that's not game,
over.
I
It's
would be
over.
surprised. But that is definitely game.
Good
So.
Lord.
Wow.
Alright.
That, you know, I can't say I didn't call it, that this combo was ultimately going to be what was on the end of the game.
Yep. Yeah. Well played by NYNB. Up 1-0
MVP
now.
Malphite?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty well deserved like MVP there. I do want to give a shout out to PB. I think really all of NYNB played really well. Like Alana was getting picked early, but she was able to kind of dodge some of the later ganks, which was really good.
Yep.
I think PB had a lot of really good early roams that kind of saved NYNB from losing out more than they should in some of those plays. In fact, even getting first blood for his team with his roam. Mike had a lot of really good follow-up engages to the Malphite ult, and he was able to find a lot of really clutch ults onto the Immobile carries, especially Syndra.
Okay, I feel the need to share
able to take
this
them down
graph.
really in fights.
I feel the need to share this graph.
And
Look
then,
at this damage.
Yep.
Malphite
And
damage is a little bit high.
a little bit high.
So,
Yeah, and Alex, really good position in the fights. I felt like he was always in the perfect position, or he was able to just free hit
yeah,
in the fights. So really well played from NYNB. I think QC had a pretty good start, but
definitely.
they kind of got too greedy on a couple of plays, and I think they were kind of like they got slowed down too much, and NYNB was able to scale because of that.
Yeah. Game overall was well played, so.
Yeah.
By both
Um.
teams, so.
Mhm. Yeah, the one thing I'd like to see from QC next game, I think they need to work on getting leads in their lanes. I felt like for the lanes they had early winning top, early winning bot, and mid was like also favorable. But mid was the only lane to really get any sort of lead. Like bot was even and top was even, which is not what you really want. So I think if QC is able to work on that, I think they'll be able to get a bit more favorable of a game two coming in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really well played by NYNB. They should be proud of that game. I'm very curious to see what side QC will want. I think NYNB had just amazing counter pick top lane, like red 5 pick value. So I wonder if maybe they're worried about that at all, or if they feel confident in taking blue side again, trying to get some power picks here and use that to help dictate the game. And I will
Yeah.
just step away for 1 second.
No worries. We're gonna be in a little bit of silence because I am having to do assets for a little bit. So we're just waiting to get in a draft for now. So what? I don't know what they're talking about, but this is okay. In theory, this should be correct. Just quickly scroll through here. Yup. Yup. Alright, we are chilling. Dimensions. Oh, mentions are a little scuffed? I don't know. Oh well, they'll figure it out. I'm just waiting for this timer, which should be here any minute now. So, 15 seconds. You know what? We can just swap over to the draft here. We're about to get into draft here anyways, so.
Alright. Perfect timing because I just got back.
Yes. Yes, you have perfect timing, so. Alrighty, so draft should be starting here, unless they're late, and unless I'm early. Nope.
Nope. Casey, right. So Casey did opt for red side this time.
Yep.
I think they really want to get a counter pick. Probably top lane if I had to guess. So I could see mid or bot also being really important. we're starting the draft again. I expect same bans from NYNB. I think QC might feel the need to just run it back. They might feel, pretty confident that they just kind of had a bad game, basically.
I think they're, in fact, gonna just run it back. Same bans, both sides. What is New York going to first pick here, though? That's what I wonder.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
be
Malphite was
surprised.
devastating, though. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely cannot blame them for
Yeah,
wanting red
Yunara
side.
first pick. They feel really confident about this Yunara. I think that's a good pick. I think Caitlyn and Yunara are really good early picks when
Mm-hmm.
you're given this sort of hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Alex looked really good on it last game. I think his positioning was really good, and he did a good job just scaling and farming in a tough lane matchup. Let's see Ashe in response. Ashe
Ash
and Braum.
Brom.
All right. All right.
This
That's
is gonna
failure
be
or duel
definitely
in the
bitter
bot lane.
karma. Yep.
Yep. So Ashe, really strong laning champ. Pairs well with Braum because she makes it easier for Braum to approach the enemy, able to apply his keys and his passives.
Yep.
I really like this duo. I was a big fan when I was like an Ashe main of running this bot lane. I'm gonna see Rakan again. All right, yep.
Rakan again.
Run it back. Different
I can believe
ADC
it.
for QC.
Yep. I like it. Oh,
I'm
or
gonna
they just
see
they might
Alana's
just run
Aurora.
it straight back.
Yeah.
Yep.
One thing to note, as chat pointed out, they can flex this Ashe into Rat, so it's possible. I think depending on what mid laner is picked here, we might see if we see like a Galio or something like that, they might send Kage mid and have
I'm gonna cry.
Rat poisoning go bot lane.
They're gonna make me. They're gonna make me change the assets. I don't think I actually need to. No, I definitely need to.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know Kage's mid pool pretty well, so I'll know
Yeah.
pretty quickly.
Akali.
No, that is definitely not a Kage champion. All right, so that is going to be Kage's Akali or Ashe rather. Sorry,
Malphite band coming
Malphite.
out. I'm expecting.
Yep, yep. I think it's pretty fair.
I
I
think
think
that's
we
a
saw the
pretty fair
power of the
ban. Yep.
Malphite. Yeah,
I'm thinking two Drakkar champions here banned. So, could be a Cauliflex. Top lane?
that could be a Cauliflex. That is true. Chow does play it. Yeah. That's true, Mason. Yeah. So this is kind of multiple flexes. I think we're gonna not really know till last pick probably. That's probably why they wanted
Probably.
red side. They wanted them to be kind of
I am
uncertain who's
thinking
going
this is a
where.
rat mid though. I mean, like, granted they are banning their New York hasn't picked their top laner yet, but just
Hmm.
based off of they are expecting the flex here, so they're gonna ban
Yeah.
it. Garen for Blake is still up.
Yep. And Kindra and Syndra coming down. I'm wondering what they're gonna do with the Kindra ban. That
I don't know. I
Chum
was expecting a Viego ban, but I don't. I'm assuming Drakkar plays Kindred. Otherwise,
it
I have no
does a
idea.
little bit.
I have no idea where that's coming from. So Kane.
Oh, we got the Kane.
Yeah, definitely a
Uh,
rat mid Drakkar on the Kane. So they're
I'm
just
curious
giving
to
him
see.
Viego.
Okay.
So
So, for those of you who don't know, Drakar's main champion, I would say, is Kane. So this is him on his best champ, his most experienced champ. So this is going to be very
he
interesting
might go blue.
to see.
He might go blue. Dude, be a little questionable, but I can see a blue game working here. Okay, maybe not, but like,
Oh, and there's the Blake Garen.
yep, there's the Garen.
I think they could flex this with Kali top. I don't think they should. I
I
think they
don't think they
should.
will.
Yeah, that matchup's really hard for Kali. I think Chow here, if he's playing top lane, he should ask for Camille. It's a really good matchup into Garen from my experience. I think it pairs pretty well with the rest of the dive comp of QC,
Okay,
but we'll see what they pick here. Maokai is
Galio.
open.
Oh, it is a flex.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
What's happening
So
here?
So I think what's happening here is we're getting Chow top lane Akali, we're getting Kage mid lane Galio, we're getting rat poisoning on the Ashe, and then of course Drakkar on the King. And Polim
Yay!
on the
Asset
Braum. Yeah,
changings.
you do have to change the assets, I fear.
Damn it.
I'm I'm not the biggest fan of this, the way they're flexing these. I think they could have gotten a better top matchup, and I think mid would have been like pretty decent. I know that's not a favorable matchup for Akali early because Aurora generally does well in the melee champions, but I think with the comp NYNB has, they don't really have lockdown for her. I think Rat Poisoning could probably like make it through the lane phase fine. Um, but they feel confident in their strategy, so I'm curious to see how it'll go. I think Rat Poisoning, very good Ashe player. Um, and I think overall, like NYNB, their comp is like a bit harder to play than last time. I think when you have like Jarvan Malphite in jungle and top lane, you have a pretty easy time like kind of figuring out what you want to do. Your champions are really tanky, you're really hard to kill. And I think against this QC comp, um, they have a bit more consistent damage. They have a lot more CC. So I think NYNB will have a little bit of a tougher game. But on the flip side, I do think Mason does have a point. I do think QC's comp is also a little bit harder to pull off. But I think overall, they do have a lot of comfort champions. Chao's on his Akali. Jakar's on his Kane. Rat's on his Ashe. Kage's on Galio. Paul's on Braum. These are all comfort champions for these players.
Yep.
They all play these champions. They all have a lot of experience on them. So I think like this is kind of the test for QC. If you can't win with having all your comfort champions drafted, I think that's gonna be like if you struggle early, I think that's gonna be really hard on their mental. And I think they kinda have to weather that storm a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to see how this game plays out as we go in.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is definitely gonna be a. I mean, last game, not to say, Caro 3 on Kane Jills. Um, not to say that, last game wasn't close, but I definitely think this game is probably gonna be a lot closer than
Mm-hmm.
it was. So.
I very much agree with you on that. I think, like I said, like I think some of the champs on QC are like slotted in pretty well. Like I said, I don't think they have good lockdown for Akali. I don't think they have good lockdown for Kane. I think there's a much better front line on QC this time with actual ways to like go in and play the game, whereas last time they didn't really have those tools.
Yeah.
And I think on the flip side, I think NYNB is kind of lacking some of those go tools that they had before. They still
Yeah.
have the recon, but to me that's not enough, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But we'll see how
Rakan
it goes.
Galio, or sorry, not Galio, Garen might be able to pull that off. Should they get a pick onto like Galio or Braum, maybe even a
Mm-hmm.
Kali, with the Viego, possibly able to add just one more plus one front line. So
Mm-hmm. That is true. And one thing that is nice is with Garen on your team as Viego, you have a pretty easy way to get a reset because that guy drops an orbital nuke from space and kills someone for like 1,000 true damage. So
yeah,
that's
for
pretty
one
cool.
that for 35% of your maximum HP.
Yeah, pretty balanced. Pretty balanced champion. So I'm
Yeah.
interested to see. I'm curious to see how the bot lane goes because I felt like last game the bot lane was kind of lacking for QC. They weren't really doing that much. They're kind of just sitting there and farming. And I think Alex and PB are going to be tested a bit more this game. I think this 2v2 is pretty difficult to play early. And Rat is also on the Ashe, so I think there will be like just a bit better player, like
Yeah.
micro
Yeah.
on that champ.
Yeah.
So I think the lane's going to be a bit tougher bot because of that.
I mean, Ash Braum also is like Ash is already really good level 1 just because of that slow passive,
Mm.
but like add a Braum in there, it's like, bro, that is 1000%. lethal or forced to use something. And even then, sometime maybe even then maybe you won't be able to get away. Like it's very very lethal. I think it'll be very lethal for level 1 to 6 or 1 to 3. They'll have a little bit of wiggle
Yeah.
room afterwards. But then once level 6 comes around, it's like I really don't think Yanara and Rakan are able to like fight at all here. So
Yeah, I would
I don't
agree with
think
you on
not
that. Level
definitely
6
not without
Ash.
jungle assistance and the way Drakkar
Yeah.
plays. He plays well enough to where either like he's going to match or sorry, he's going to match slash predict it the gank,
Mm. Mm.
or uh he's just gonna make a very big lead. So we are now in game. So
All
let me
right.
get all of
Let's
this.
see. So, one thing I'll immediately note, uh, there is no cleanse on the city carry in NYNB
Yeah,
side, which is
yeah,
uh that's
that's
pretty rough. I'm
definitely
not gonna
no.
lie.
Yeah,
So once this Ash hits level 6, they're gonna have really easy plays bot lane now.
yeah.
So I think we're gonna have to keep a really close
Rakan,
eye on that.
yeah, Rakan may be forced to actually just build a Mikhail's here.
Hmm. I expect that's what they'll go here. Got the Heartsteel Cane in. I'm pretty hyped to see this. This is. I know Kane doesn't have the best stats in Scrim Zone, but
No,
I think if anyone can pull it off, Jakar can. He's very good as champion, so we'll see how it goes though. Might be hyping it up too much.
we shall see indeed.
Yeah, other thing to note, Akali, interesting setup here. I haven't seen Grasp Akali in a while. It's not bad for tough lane matchups, and did take TP Ignite. So she is actually quite
They
vulnerable to
know.
ganks early.
They know.
And I see this invade, yeah. Level 1 invade. I think this is good from QC here. They have really strong bot lane level 1.
There you go.
Uh,
They are splitting the map. Level 1. So,
ooh, okay. They are hard committing to this bot play on QC's side here. They
oh
really
yeah.
want this Ashe to be able to get ahead and play
I
the game.
believe that getting this Ash Braum ahead is definitely like one of their main winning factors here this game. So, because if that Ash
Absolutely.
and Braum can get ahead, it's like, oof, that'll be a really hard game. This is gonna be a really hard game for
Yeah.
New York. So,
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing that is nice is I think this matchup's pretty good for Garen early,
yeah,
is my understanding. So I think he'll be pretty happy that he gets an uncontested lane.
yeah.
Um, and if he's
As
able to scale, I think his split push is actually going to be really hard to deal with later.
yeah, as Snark said, if Kane and Ash get ahead, it's GG 100%. Definitely agree with that one. So,
Mm,
a little bit of poke coming out.
yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of poke coming out
Some
from
small
the
trades.
Akali. They both
Yeah.
have like high sustain. Those champions both have high sustain. Like
Yeah. I do think
Akali with
Akali,
I was gonna say Akali with Doran's blade. Does she have grasp? She does in fact have grasp.
she does. Yeah.
So yeah,
Her sustain is quite good early. I do
I
think early levels, this is probably favoring Akali, but I think once Garen gets like his first item and some levels
yeah
and starts getting like higher base stats, I think it's going to become a lot harder for Akali.
yeah yeah. Akali
So you
just
can
getting
kind of see
those
that.
free grasp rocks there.
Yeah.
I hope rat poisoning builds tank items to match his teammates. That would be very questionable. But
Um,
I can see why
but the
you would
or
say that.
I feel like the aura of playing tank Ash would be like unmatched though. Like you're already in your opponent's head, and
Late
there's no.
crash.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh no, that's a that's not that bad.
Oh
Yeah, we kind
man.
of see already. Look at this CS different spot, by the way. This Ash has double
Yeah.
Inara's farm.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, this is. I do really like the split map call from QC here.
Yeah.
I think, like, especially once they get level 6, I just don't know how, like, Alex is going to be able to play the game, really. Like, there's no cleanse on the Cianara. How is
Yeah.
she going to be able to ever walk up to waves?
Yeah.
And, like, the thing is, too, like, because of that, Kayn actually is pretty good here to play bot. Because what can happen is Ashe can drop an arrow, and then you have Kayn kind of waiting in the wings. He flies over the wall, full combos you, and you just get like a bunch of early stacks for Shadow Form. You get an early kill,
We
or you
love
get like a really
freezing.
fast kill. Yep.
Oh yeah. I don't know why it's doing this.
I assume it's just the spectator being bad.
Possibly.
The spectator tool.
There we go.
Sorry, I should
I
clarify.
mean, at least
Yeah.
we lose nothing.
Yeah, I just watched Akali kind of doing the cool flip for a bit longer.
and
Wanted to show off.
Garen being a Beyblade for a little bit longer.
Yep, yep.
Literally double CS right now.
Yeah, this
Ouch.
is as an AD carry, it's
Uh-oh.
always really rough to be in spots like this. Really good mid trade here from oh, I didn't. Oh wow, I didn't realize this is Paul's Galio. I forgot he also plays this champ. That's my bad. I didn't take notice of that earlier. So yeah, this is Paul M on the Galio. This is Kage on the
Oh
bronze.
shit.
Oh, look at that. It's just
We've screwed
like,
up the assets again! Hold on.
hey,
Hold on.
that's on me. That's all good.
I gotta go and fix that.
That's a good thing I noticed. But yeah,
Yeah.
like we see just like how impossible this ball is to play for NYNB. Like they just run past them to like start hitting their opponent. There's nothing they can do. They just try to run away, get what CS they can. They're just seeing like they're constantly getting chipped. They do get a nice recon knock up into the heel. And the one thing is that they are low on mana now. So this is a bit more playable for NYNB. QC's bot lane's probably going to want to base soon. And they're just, oh no, man. He just lost like all the casters. Oh no. Yeah, this is rough. They are able to get the shove out, which is nice. So QC will lose a bit of that bot wave there. Able to close that lead to just about 10 CS. So this is looking a little bit better now. It's looking really bad at first. I think if they hit like a couple of those caster minions properly, then they probably would have almost no lead, really. They would have been able to kind of neutralize the early lead.
Another pause. Oh
Oh
yes.
no. Okay, we can all flame Blake because he's been blamed twice now. So I think that's a reasonable response to these pauses that are happening. Uh,
I'm
so
just.
one thing.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing I want to point out. This Kali is a really defensive setup right now. I don't know if he's playing Tank Kali. I have heard there is a Tank Kali build right now. I don't know what it builds into, and I'm not really convinced it's probably gonna be that good this game, but maybe it'll do work. I'll let Chow unveil the secrets to me live.
Yep. I'm just going to possibly I'm gonna swap back over to assets here while we are paused, just so that way you guys can see. Is my audio not be? Oh wait, no, it does. Okay, never mind. So I'm just gonna swap back over here so that way you can actually see the proper stats here. So Paul here, Kage here. We're just gonna pause it right here. So just see these sets. Game is still paused. Game is unpaused. So
You're back in it
get a
once
quick
again.
look over there. So with the actually correct assets here, I didn't even understand. Woo! We love these like freezes. Yeah, let's go. I have a sneaking suspicion we might have more of these.
Hopefully not many. We only had one last game, so hopefully it won't be
Well, this is two.
2 is greater than 1. That is true. Probably. Uh, yeah, pretty slow early game. I think they might look Dragon here on QC's side.
And Dragon doesn't like
Uh,
Kage.
okay. They're looking for Raptor invade here. We might actually get a small fight
Uh-oh.
coming up here in a second.
Yunara can't move. Sorry, not Yunara.
Yeah,
Aurora. She doesn't have mana.
yeah. Aurora's out of mana. Yeah,
Yeah.
they probably just have to concede these Raptors. Yeah, Kane's able to get them. Level 6 Kane now. So one thing about jungle, is especially when you're playing these champions like Kane, you're able to look for a quick invade onto Raptors, especially because your champion has so much AoE that you kill them like pretty much instantly. And losing one Raptor camp isn't the end of the world. The issue is, in the next 2 minutes, we'll probably see him invade Raptors again once the camp is up. And once Diego loses about 2 to 3 respawns there, that's when you're gonna start really like seeing the difference in terms of like jungle XP and gold.
Yeah.
Because Caden has his full top side here, so once he starts getting like 2, 3, 4 camps up, like it's gonna be like a level lead for this jungle here.
Yep. He may even opt in to invade his blue side here. Possibly. It might be a little risky, don't get me wrong. But... Because Viego is in fact on reset.
Yep.
But...
You see bot lane's level 6. I have to start watching out for the Ashe ults coming out here. I wouldn't be surprised if we, once Braum hits level 6, to just look for an engage on someone.
They are just gonna start. Looks like Drakar is just going to do the grubbies. They might be looking to contest. I think there was one grubby. Yep, one grub over.
Yeah.
They don't have vision, however, so they don't know that they are finishing this. I think they might know.
Yeah, but I think they must have known. Blake was able to get a reset off there. They probably just wanted to deny 3 grubs, because you only get the little grubbies that come out when you hit the tower if you have all 3.
Yep.
So what you see a lot of teams do, in like the higher levels of play, they'll oftentimes like go to grubs, start it, get the first grub, and then if they think they're contested, they'll just back off at that point.
Yeah.
So you do get the feat if you get the 2 grubs, so that is one of the monster slaying feats over to NYNB, which is pretty nice for them.
Yep.
And they're even right now. There's been no kills yet, so no.
Currently, literally 1-1.
Yep. See, yep, and here we go. The Raptor invade. Car's able to get it. They are starting to fist fight here. I think this actually favors Viego a little bit here.
Galio ult coming out. Ashe are coming out. Aurora ult also coming out.
It's just a lot of ults burn and nothing really happens.
Nothing gained.
Small trades in top lane.
What is Akali building? I don't understand. I don't know what's happening in this build.
I think he's going to take Akali, so I don't know what the build is. I'm gonna assume it's probably like Gauntlet or Sunfire Cape first item.
I can see a Gauntlet.
Oh, we got a fight coming in here. He's gonna see the Recon flash in. Vieira's gonna flash R. He's gonna actually be
first
able to
blood going over to Ashe. Ashe? Sorry.
And he's gonna be able to chase
flash coming out from Kage.
As well. Oh, we get the slow. Okay, they're only able to get one. I thought they'd get Braum there as well, but I guess flash.
Braum forced the flash. Yeah, Braum forced the flash.
That was a really good punish there by NYNB, and knowing that Ashe doesn't have her ult from the earlier play, so they're able to feel pretty confident about baiting a fight there with Viego hovering and able to turn that into a kill.
Ashe ult is really long level 1, and honestly, I think a lot of people underestimate that because it becomes really spammable later on.
Yeah.
Or it can become oh my gosh. It can become really spammable later on. Sheesh.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we kind of see, like, one thing that's interesting to me is with the role swaps they did, like, they do have a slight bot lead, but the mid lead that was, like, really big last game, like, they're dead even.
It's no longer there, yeah, it's pretty even.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious to see how that'll develop. I do think bot lane is still pretty favorable for QC, even with that early death. I think just, like, once the Ash ult's back, which it is now, like, look at all this poke that Rat's able to just lay down, and they can't
Yeah.
really answer it too well. They can throw Recon Qs to sustain through it a little bit, but,
Rakan
like,
Q,
Sinara is so chunked.
yeah. I mean, it's like, one thing is, like, Rakan Q, people really underestimate Rakan's Q. Like, Rakan Q is equivalent to Soraka Q. Except, like, mildly
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, slightly worse, but
Slightly worse. But it's still really
pretty
strong.
decent.
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely not bad. Oh.
Are gonna see their tunnel come in. They're gonna all in onto Rat Poison here. Mike's coming around. They're gonna hit the Asher onto Yanar here. They're gonna actually
Ash
trade
is
one for
dead.
one here. Yeah, but the Braum doesn't have Flash here. I think they're gonna
He
be
does
able
not
to
have
chase
flash.
down
Oh,
Kevin
Galiold's
this time.
coming
Here
out.
comes the Galiold come in. I think they shouldn't be afraid to
I
fight this,
don't
though.
think they should be afraid to fight this either.
Yeah,
Why are we panning top lane game? Alright, flash coming out from Galio.
Yeah, Galio's gonna have to flash out here. I mean, they get the ult in order to save the, or like delay the Braum from dying, but I don't think it's gonna really amount to much. Kara is fighting mid lane, but he misses W. I don't think this is gonna be a kill.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, probably just trying to get some
Kage
stats on his
smacking
passive.
bagel. Yeah.
One really bad part about this game champion is that you aren't really useful until you get your form. So
yeah.
he's just desperate to get what he can.
Yeah.
You don't see a dragon start here.
That's just gonna be dragon over, so that's 2 objectives over to the side of QC. Unless somehow miraculous steal happens. Oh, they don't have smite. Woohoo! It actually could have been a steal. That realistically.
I think maybe they just are comfortable keeping it even. They are one kill off from the slaying feat of warfare. They're
just fighting bot lane.
Fighting bot again, and they're just gonna run at rat poisoning here. He's just gone. That's gonna be another.
Gone. Yanara has 4 assists.
3-0.
4 assists on the Yanara feels bad, but better than nothing. So.
Yeah, considering the early state of her lane, I would be quite happy in this spot. Diego, he's just. Sorry, I got sudden luck looking at Akali's inventory.
That's a dead man's plate for Akali.
Okay.
I don't understand.
That doesn't. That.
Oh.
Particularly good, but we'll see. We'll let him cook. We'll let him cook. The kitchen isn't on fire yet.
It's almost
He's
on fire.
Farming well.
It's almost on fire.
There's a little bit of smoke coming out right now, but we're gonna see a small mid lane trade here. They might actually be able to kill Aurora here.
Oh!
Careful.
Oh!
Accidentally, he's backwards. Diego is here though. He's probably gonna be able to get a trade kill at least. He throws the W the wrong way, unfortunately, but he is able to trade 1 for 1 at least.
The panic.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate. I think if Mike was able to hit that stun there, I think Alana doesn't even die there, but it's a bit unfortunate. You don't really know which way Kane's going to come out when he ults, so you kind of have to either hold it or just guess. So I don't blame him for that one. He's able, as long as he gets the trade kill, I wouldn't be too upset about that. You gotta see all in top here as Blake's going quite low. And as I say that, you know what? All right, man. Yeah, just prove me wrong. Just solo kill your opponent. You know what? Wing Moonplate, yeah, that's the big Akali spike. Chain Vest, Ruby Crystal, yeah, that's all the damage Akali needs apparently to solo kill Garen in this match.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna say this now. I played this Akali champion once in arena. I kid you not. I got 2nd place, having never played the champion before. And it's like, what?
That's huge.
It's like, I don't know, man. This champion does not need damage to do damage, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I see the Nara ult drop. They're just dropping all their ults here, but nothing's gonna really come of it. Rat poisoning is a bit low, but I don't think
they could look for another engage here. They're pretty healthy, like honestly. Like Rakan is looking a little bit here. Kage looking to stop back. No, just gonna heal.
Yeah. Nah, he's gonna get that back off, unfortunately. So, pretty even game state. I do wonder.
I don't know what's happening top lane anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just not even gonna bother trying to think about it.
Yeah, I thought this matchup would be winning for Garen at this point, but it's a lot more even than I thought it would be, so that's interesting.
Yeah. They might be able to get
Bot
first
tower's going
tower.
pretty
Nope, never
well.
mind. Never mind. Yep,
Nah,
never mind. Never mind.
the Avengers are coming in bot lane
Yeah,
right now.
yeah,
They're not
yeah.
gonna be able. It's
Honestly, no.
very low
They
though.
could have gotten it if Yanara autoed the tower 2 times.
Hmm.
Because they have
Yeah, they
grubs.
do
Keep
have
in
the
mind,
bot lane
they
hover
have
though.
grubs.
That is true. They do
Like,
have the 2/1.
it would have been a little.
They do
It would
have
have
the
been
stronger
greedy.
one.
Don't get me wrong, but they could have done it.
They are hovering bot. They are hovering bot though. Mike's trying to look. I think they do really want the spot tower,
They do.
but it's kind of hard now. Yunara's ult is coming back up. Rakan's ult's about to be back up.
Ash R
But
is
on the
up.
flip side,
Braum R is also
yep,
almost back up.
yep.
So
And Ash still has flash.
they have a
which I think is
10-second
really
window
big
timer
deal.
to fight without Braum R. So see if it happens.
Yeah.
Never mind. It was less than 10 seconds. It was more like 5.
Yep.
I
And Blake
underestimated
just
the cooldown.
or Mike just reset, so they're just kind of chilling. One thing to note, jungle lead's pretty big for NYNB this game. About a full item over this game, though he hasn't backed it a bit, so maybe it'll be cut down a little bit.
We'll
But
see how much
shield
gold
build
Kane
plus Kraken
has.
Slayer.
Oof.
Yeah, about 1,000. 700 gold difference. So yeah, he just needs to shop. He probably has like a decent-ish purchase. Gets like a Dirk plus a longsword.
Yeah.
Auto
the tower. Don't do it. You don't have cleanse. And Rakan didn't go Mikhail's.
Yeah. This is one of those moments where you kind of like, I think everyone on the map kind of knows what they're looking for. I think the question is, are they going to try to answer it, or do they try to trade up?
I actually think...
From...
Oh, Garen is bot side.
Yeah, Garen's...
Though they want this bot tower super badly. They're gonna try and get this bot tower before the Akali. They're getting the bot tower before the Akali.
Yeah,
I think that is Feats. Yep, that is Feats going over to New York. So Dead Man's Kane is looking to get dark in here.
And they're just gonna get the dragon too. That's that. Yeah, so interesting play. Garen does go down a little bit, which I think is already kind of rough when this Akali was able to solo kill him earlier with this build. And now she's starting to actually get her damage items. So I think this Akali is gonna actually turn out to be a real threat later on.
Might be, yeah.
I was kind of down the tank setup, but I think once she's starting to get like the Leandries coming in, maybe like a Riftmaker as well, get a bit of extra AP based off of her health. I think she's gonna start to be a real problem in these fights. And they don't really have many good answers into her either. Really, their only answer is the Rakan Charm into knockup combo. That's like it. They're pretty low CC teams, so Kali's gonna have a pretty good time this game, I think, once she's able to join the fights.
Was that Nashar? No, that was Braum passive.
No.
I was like, what?
I would respect him for trying to send that there, but... Yeah, I think the one thing too, you kind of see, like, Garen, I don't know, he seems kind of low value this game. Like, Braum and Ashe kite him really well. Akali has a lot of mobility. Really, he's only going to be good against Galio, but they aren't matching him into Galio. So I think...
Galio is, in fact, 2 items here, by the way.
Yeah, he is quite strong. I see Garen...
Garen does no damage.
But, yeah, like, this Akali is just so tanky. I think we're going to see probably an all-in from Chow here. Oh, I can see the redemption going down, though. It's actually going quite low here. Garen are going to be dropped here. It's gonna be a solo kill.
It's gonna be a solo kill. Yeah, because the Rakan redemption missed.
Yep. I think the redemption caused Chow to panic a little bit there. I think it would have been okay, but we kind of see the downside of being flashless on Akali. Nice little dodge with the Aurora E from Milana. Able to get out the King W. I don't think we're gonna see much more here. You see the Yunara ult get used in order to be safe. But not much more gonna happen here. No Yunara ult, which is pretty nice for QC. They get a little bit of time to do something. Mike is positioning like they want to look, but I don't think there's really gonna be much for them here.
Uh-oh.
See the Galio here. He's gonna have to ult out, actually. He might be just
dead.
caught and killed.
He's just... Oh, he's not... Okay, he's dead. I was about to say, I was like, oh, he is not dead. No, he is dead.
Yeah. Good flash attempt from him, but unfortunately, if you don't buffer the Ashar, you're just going to get one shot there.
It was either buffer the Ashar or buffer the Kane W.
Yeah, so really, really good CC chain
Kane
there
W
from
into
QC.
Galio E and W.
And they do have the Otacon coming up. The Aurora's going to TP out. Fortunately, it doesn't get picked here, but QC's most likely just going to start this up now. They have no smite for a bit on NYNB's side, so they might just have to give this. We'll see what they do. Blake is moving down, but Alana's basing. I think it's pretty rough here. And you're going to see face check here from Yunara. Not going to... Or she's going to unfortunately use her flash. And here comes Chow! She's going to through his shirt, can flip in, drop the...
PB says no.
Yep, but it's just there to kind of help push them off, and that is Otacon over QC. I think they have to be feeling pretty good after that one.
Yep.
That's a really big objective for them to get.
Yep. Also, I feel the need to say this. Me and Snow accidentally took over casting from Hero and Spiral. I don't know entirely what happened, but yeah, so
they both get my love.
Yes.
So there you go.
A little small shout out to them because we definitely stole it.
That's all good. Like,
so
shout out to all the casters.
True.
Just straight up.
Yep.
This is my first time casting, so I'm probably I'm not the best at it, but it's been fun.
It's okay.
You know, I appreciate all the hard work y'all have put in throughout the season, so it's kind of fun just to be part of it a little bit. Very last minute for me, but you know, it is what it is.
I got ganked IRL. Well,
don't see dragon spawning here.
We got the new
NYNB is gonna just run down the Ash here. I think she's actually just
she's
one-shot.
dead.
Garen
just doing Garen things. Okay. Well then, Ash is a little dead.
Pick.
They should probably. Garen doesn't have R or Ghost, but they are now down at ADC, so this is now a 5v4. I don't know if they want to do this.
Like, you know, you have all these sick champs on QC, right? You have like, you know, champs like Akali and Kane, you know, champs who have all this mobility, and you can see they're trying to go for a little bit of trade here. They do get the Braum ult out of Kage, but not much more is gonna happen here. Members are both very tanky. But yeah, they have all these like sick mobility outplay champs, and on the other side you have Garen who just kind of right-clicks you and spins on you until you die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, that was interesting, needless to say. Yes, I was a Giga analyst / caster. Yeah, I definitely appreciate
thank
it.
You, chat. Big hearts to all of you. I appreciate it. And shout out to Draco as well. You're doing a very good job with the observation.
I'm doing
having someone to...
so much better ever since Fushir helped me figure this shit out. We figured some stuff out. The problem was I needed to uninstall and reinstall OBS. And everything is now fixed. So, you know what? We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Yes, W Fujer indeed.
So. Sometimes.
For me, in this situation...
And then he picks Quinn mid, and then I get stunned. No, I'm just kidding, I love that guy.
Oh, Ashar coming out.
Oh, perfect Pain W here. Yunara's able to extend her life, though. She's able to
and that is a death. Wow, they both died. Damn. Wow. I actually didn't think they had enough damage. I mean, it makes sense. Rakan's not doing, like, a super duper tanky build. I personally like to opt into, like, either Zeke's into Locket or Locket into Zeke's. Ooh.
I'm gonna see the Aurora ult sent in. They're getting really low on the Braum here. They're gonna get the reset. Braum
Q
might be able to, or Mike might be able to catch up here.
No!
Oh, Rat's able to just glide on and get on out of there.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Chow, trying to get a reset here. Gonna get the reset back onto the Ashe,
He needs the
but
ult
she's
again.
really squishy.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I was gonna
just
say he
gone.
needs the ult again over the wall.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
unfortunately, you kind of see the trade-off of the Diego ult there. Really strong, you know, you get the reset and everything like that. It's like just walks up, clears the wave in their face, and walks on out.
Bro, I hate this Garen champion so much.
I also hate the Scaring Champion, but only playing against it because watching it is really entertaining when it does that.
Watching it is very entertaining, I won't lie. But
Yeah.
fudge, man, I hate it. And you know, honestly, I blame my friend for this. I would always play custom games, but he would permanently play Crit Garen. There is
Oh,
absolutely zero counterplay to a Crit Garen on a ramp. And the teams aren't even like 5v5. It's like 2v2s, 3v3s, 4v4s, and he's
oh
playing Crit
yeah.
Garen.
Yeah, that's
And
not
it
fun.
don't matter what, it don't matter if I'm playing like Malphite. I'm just gone. It's just, I am forever scarred by Garen now, so.
Yeah, Blake is going Crit Garen, so hopefully this won't be
Oh,
too
you
rough
know,
for you to watch.
it's not as bad as what my friend would do. He wouldn't even bother going the Stridebreaker. He'd just go 100% pure crit.
Ah,
Pure crit.
that's pretty stupid.
100,000% pure crit.
Yeah.
I believe he would
Yeah.
go, like,
Oh,
Collector into... Oh, a bit of a fight breaking out
I
here.
see a small bite fight.
Uh-oh! Uh-oh! No!
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh no! She
Ah,
panicked too hard. She just needed to
yeah,
wait at that
that's
wall.
that's kind of the power of this Akali, and especially with the Infernal map, being able to pick up the flames there. I think that was why Chow was able to kind of catch up to Alana there and able to get that pick, is because of the Deadman's move speed combined with the Cinder move speed, and unfortunately just taps the Aurora wall the other way, it goes back in and
Okay, so I'm not
solo
crazy.
killed.
You can recast Aurora art and break the wall
You
down.
can? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure
That's
you
strong.
can. So,
Okay.
uh-oh, Drakkar.
I see Jakar going in. He's going to get stunned up here. He's just going to get the Garen ult dropped on him, and that's a one-shot. Vio's able to get the reset here. We
In
see
an
Kelly
attempt
trying
to
walk
save,
around
uh-oh,
here.
Yanara's getting... Uh-oh.
Chow's in there. He's really in there. But
He's
oh,
alive!
He's
alive!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, that is
Massive
a third
kicks.
Infernal Drake going over to New York. Whew!
This is
Garen.
starting to be a bit troublesome for QC. The CPD getting stunned up, but not really much more. QC might be able to leverage the tower here, but it's a little bit tough.
Yeah,
And
that's a third Infernal Drake.
Infernal Soul Point.
Is QC going to lose this game? I mean, like, you gotta keep in mind, guys, like, this is the semi-finals. Like, this is, so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, New York is definitely playing pretty well these games. So, everybody,
Yeah,
I feel like everybody this season, or, sorry, the semi, as, everybody's just kind of, like, stepped up their game, wants to play their best. Also, hold on 1 second, I gotta be right back again.
no worries. I can take over here. So yeah, this is, I do agree, this is a pretty starting to be more challenging for QC. Those 3 Infernal Dragons are going to start really mattering at this point in the game, because every team member has about 2 to 3 items for the most part. So the Infernal Soul value, or like the Infernal Dragon value from each Dragon taken is going to start really mattering for some of these item breakpoints where like you're even with your opponent, but you're getting more value out of the stats than they are in terms of the AD/AP value. We're gonna see an engage here. BB just gonna flash a Konar, and they're gonna just instantly take down Ashe. We see Viego getting the reset here, and Braum goes down as well. That's another reset for Viego. We're gonna see Viego take over the Braum Soul. He's gonna start building up those passive stacks, try to get a stun on Jakar if they can. They're able to stun him up. We're gonna see a triple third kill go down as Alex is able to get the kill, and Galio goes down as well. That's 3 kills down. Or sorry, 4 kills down for NYNB as they just completely wipe the floor with QC. And these snapping gauges are just so good from PV. He is playing these so, like, ridiculously well. And they're just not able to react to it in time. They drop the Galio ult and everything, but Garen's always able to find these beautiful flanks, and they're just taking down Ashe at the start of every fight when they can play. And you see, like, I feel like you're starting to see rat poisoning is starting to get a little desperate here. He's building the random zone, or towards the random zone in order to try to live against these Garen dives, but I just don't think it's gonna matter that much. And they're gonna take down the Juju. Ashe ult's gonna come out here towards Mike, but just no follow-up. They're just out. And NYNB, pretty happy with that. They get tier 2 mid tower, tier 2 top tower before even resetting with the Baron. It's crazy. And Blake is walking up a little bit disrespectful, but not too much. We're just gonna see the flash justice delivered to Ashe, and they're gonna get a second kill, and Blake's just gonna spin, he's gonna walk away, and he's just gonna say, see you later guys, I got mine, I'm gonna go spend my money now, I'm gonna get my Infinity Edge, I'm gonna probably get another item on top of that because I have a million kills now. And the game is just falling apart for PC now. This is just ridiculous. This Garen champion, look at that. IE completed, has the components for a GA. I don't really know how you're going to stop this Garen at this point. Now, one thing to note is he did burn his flash in order to get that kill on rat poisoning, and rat poisoning does have his flash up. So, I do think with no recon flash and no flash on the Garen, it'll be a bit easier for rat poisoning to play like whatever fight may come up next. But this Garen is just so powerful now. I don't think Chow can really deal with him anymore. He was winning early, he got a solo kill, but he hasn't really been able to do much since then. And you're gonna see NYNB's just trying to look for an engage. It's a little desperate in my opinion. They have 1 minute till the dragon. That's a bit rough for them to lose that. Welcome back.
Alright, what'd I miss?
NYNB got a really big team fight into Baron, and then they were able to get some more kills. And now they're just kind of sieging out, waiting for the Infernal Soul to spawn. They did burn the Recon ult. I do think it'll be up like pretty close to when it spawned, so maybe it wasn't that bad that they burned it trying to look for picks beforehand. But I do think they need to be mindful of that.
Yeah, they are going to lose Baron buff before it spawns. So, just a few seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, just look at this.
Oh, wait, Garen, like...
Kane's getting quite low.
Bro. Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, and there goes Rat Poison.
Oh.
We're gonna see the knock up, and Braum just goes down here. Reset for Viego. Garen's gonna start spinning onto the Kali here, trying to...
Garen is a Beyblade!
They got the Yanara ult, and here comes the Recon ult to follow it up. Galio ult in response. Viego looking for a reset here. Not able to get it. He's knocked up. He goes down. We get that huge Aurora ult.
I think that's his game!
Ult on the Kali.
Unless they get wiped.
Uh-oh. Best to glide on them, but it's
Bagel's
just
alive.
not enough.
Wow.
And that is a 4 for 1.
I think that may be game here.
NYNB. I do agree.
I think that's game.
I think that is probably game. Yeah, that. Oh. I thought that was looking a little bit rough.
Oh, they choose not to.
They're gonna play it safe. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
They are pretty low. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm pretty okay with this. I think some people some people would think that they should be ambitious at the end, but I understand.
I recommend being safe.
Point.
Yeah, match point. You don't need to go too crazy. This is why I hate Garen. Point exactly.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think the Scarin's just outscaled at this point. I think he's gonna get his GA here, and
Nope, Death
oh, he goes
Stance.
for Death Stance. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That they do have a lot of bursts on QC side, so I can understand why he opts for that instead. And they don't really have any big like reset champions or anything like that. Certainly not a Viego. So
No.
I can understand why he opts for that instead.
Yeah.
But we do see like these item differences plus the Infernal Dragon starting really matters. You see they're trying to look on the Blake here, but Jakar's just gonna
That is
get
not a good
stunned. I think he's
idea.
gonna go down.
That is
He's
just not a
gonna
good
take down with
idea.
his ult. Yeah, and you're gonna see Chow trying to dive in deep, trying to get Alex here, but Alex is just living. He's just
They
surviving.
are just
Mike's trying to get a
ignoring.
reset here, but he's
I
not
want
able
to.
to do so. And the, oh, ho, ho! Big kill on Blake, but Kage is the one who gets shut down.
Yo, I totally just spilled my drink trying to fucking zoom out.
No! And Kage, 2 for 3 there, actually. I didn't even realize Alana wasn't in the fight. I think they just wiped there if Alana is able to TP in and help clean up the fight. But for what it was, you know, not a terrible fight for QC.
No, definitely not.
Tries to go in deep for Yunara, but just too much peel from this Rakan. He has the
Yeah.
redemption. He has the ult. He has heal.
The locket.
He has the locket. Yeah,
Knight's
like,
Vow. Yeah, he's got a lot.
Like there's so many tools to prevent this Akali from taking down the Sinara. But it did. I
guess
will give props to Chow there. It did split the fight to where Mike and Blake were like in really deep on one side and kind of separated from their bot lane, and Alana didn't rotate to be at the be at the fight. So it was really like a 2v3 and then a 2v1, kind of on separate sides of the fight. So I ended up favoring QC a bit. I'm not sure if they'll be able to get a fight like that again. We do have PB with his flash back up now. We have flashes on Garen and Diego as well, so I think it's going to start. This next fight's going to be pretty difficult for QC to pull off. I think if they're able to get one of these Rakan flash snap engages onto the Ashe, I think the fight's just over. This Ashe is really important. They need to keep her alive.
She has a dead
She does
man's.
have the Randuin's.
Or sorry, Randuin's. That's what I meant.
Yep. So we'll see.
I'm telling you, it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
It's gonna do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
This Garen is just going to murder her. It does not matter.
Yeah.
I know from experience. I know from experience.
I mean, we've seen it. He's had it for like a while now, but
has he?
Like, they just don't have sufficient enough. Well, not like a long time, but at least for a fight, it's just not sufficient enough heal. But they are able to get engaged on the Blake here. PB does get a huge charm though, and Blake is able to walk back out. PB's going to go down. This is actually looking like a decent fight for QC. They're able to get a couple kills back. Now watch out for the Yunar here, and she does able to get a kill. Mike does have resets coming in. I think he might be able to look for kills here. He's going to take over the Braum, and this is going to be huge here.
Oh!
Back at the Braum pass to get the guaranteed Gallagher.
Is this going to be game? Is that game?
Rat poisoning.
Is it a rat in the 1v2? Is it going to be the game?
We'll see how it goes here.
We shall see.
Yeah, Alex's flash is coming
This
up,
is risky.
This is
risky. Ashe has flash now.
Yeah. Yep, she's about to get a flashback. They're probably gonna get
sorry, LDR is purchased. Are they gonna end the game? Oh no.
Let's get the flash out from Rat Poison. Oh, he brings her down! And that's
does trade it, but that is game unless he dies to minions, which he does not. That is 2 to New York, defeating QC in this series. Wow. MVP? I don't know. I was honestly not here for half the game. So you get to choose.
Honestly, I think
we're not giving it to Garen.
Tough because Blake was obviously showing up on Garen, but I do think PB deserves a really big I think PB was the reason they got so ahead in that game. Like, if you actually watch his Rakan engages there, every single fight he would be able to find the Ashe and lock her down for Blake to be able to one-shot her. So I would give that to PB, personally. I think he played, like, that last fight, he didn't really do a lot, but, like, he kind of did what he needed to do in order to get his team ahead. So, really, really well played from him this game.
Yeah.
Big shout-out to Rakan.
Yeah, alright, so MVPs are Bagel and... crap. Blake. No, Malphite.
Blake, yeah, Blake for
Malphite. I don't know.
Blake game, yeah, Blake game
Blake
one,
first
and then
game.
game two
Yep.
was PB, in
Yep.
my
Yep.
opinion. Beautiful recon play, really well played by
Very
him.
well played. Yes. I mean, honestly, it's like Bagel. Bagel is making me remember why I love to play recon. So. So.
Awesome.
Alrighty. Well,
Don't
do we want to
know,
do an interview
or
here?
if anybody wants to interview, I don't
Yeah, if
think
anybody
I've
wants to
remove people,
interview,
so
jump on up here if you can. So, I don't
I'd
know.
be open to anyone. Maybe one of our MVPs wants to come forward.
Yep, I see both of them are still in there, so. They got 6 people in there! There we go, there's one. Who is we got? We got
What's up,
PB,
PB?
hello.
What's up?
How do
How
you
you
feel?
feeling, man?
Yeah,
I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
that's good.
I've been
Okay.
trying to keep my emotions, down
Yeah,
for the series.
let them
I
out.
wasn't trying to get, like too hype.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna, because we are probably gonna have to play them again.
Oh, okay.
We're-
Fair enough.
Not making fun of, not taking shots at Albits or Rift Sharks, but probably gonna have to play them again.
Ouch.
They have looked very strong throughout a lot of the season. I do agree with that. It is a possible matchup.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts kind of going into the series? Did you feel like you were gonna 2-0 them? Were you kind of any doubts?
I
or
definitely
anything
didn't think
like
we were
that?
gonna 2-0 them. I thought
Mm,
if anything was gonna happen, like it would be a 2-1, kind of like back and forth, like the first time we played them.
mm,
Because like in the third game of that series, if anyone remembers, I know it was like heavily favored for all that game for QC, but like it kind of got to the point in game 3 where like we had the chance to win and we kind of threw on bot tower and we just
mm,
didn't do that. We probably could have pulled it off there. So I thought the series would be a whole lot of back and forth action. I mean it was 2 games of it, but I thought it was going to be like 3 games of back and forth action.
mm.
Yeah.
And they were extremely entertaining to watch. I did give you game 2 MVP. I felt like your recon, like your snap engages, where you're getting the ults onto Rat every fight, were just so good. Your team was so decisive.
Yeah.
Did you feel like pretty confident after that first game, like getting your recon again and being able to run it back?
I mean, I just like playing the pick a lot. It's definitely one of my favorite picks to playing kind of comp like this. I mean, I've been playing like a little bit in solo queue, but like not so much. But like when you're playing fives, recon just feels so good to play.
That is
Mm.
100% feels 100% agree with that on there.
He doesn't feel the best in solo queue sometimes.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Fellow support man.
And then let's see. I have to look at the brackets again because I haven't checked them in a minute. So you're in the finals now.
Yep.
You feeling confident? Any teams in particular you want to face off against?
We're probably gonna play against QC. I don't want to play against
Mm.
QC again.
Okay.
That's fair.
They are a very fun team to play against. They are a very fun
Yeah,
team to play against.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I was very happy that I finally got to play against Rat on AD carry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that
I
was
know like
really
his
hype.
best role is ADC, and I've been kind of waiting to
Mm.
go up against that.
Yeah.
And it was like a
Hey.
very tough laning phase. Like he's very good on AD carry.
Mm. Yeah, you
I
guys are
was I
down
was
pretty far behind at one point, but you pulled it back, I thought, pretty well.
Yeah, we were kind of losing a lot of farm bot. I wasn't really helping my AD like CS well on your tower. I was kind of griefing his farm a lot.
Mm.
But it's okay. We have an extra week now to go and like practice, really warm up, get ready for the finals, practice a bunch of picks that I'm very excited for.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing those. Should be awesome. I'm sorry, I talked a little bit of the interview, Draco. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm good. You basically you asked all the questions I was probably gonna ask anyways here.
All right. Cool. All right. And Mr. PB.
Do you want me to give a prediction though for Rift Sharks
Yep.
versus Alberts?
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to ask you.
I'm
What you
gonna
got?
deafen. Totally. Not.
Rift Sharks 2-1.
Ouch.
Rift Sharks 2-1. 2 40-minute games and 1 50-minute game.
All
It's gonna be
Banger
crazy.
after banger
It's gonna be
after
crazy.
banger. Awesome. All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you, Mr. PB, for joining us.
I
Good
beat them in
interview.
Scrims
Appreciate
when
your
I was really
answers.
confident PB is a hater.
I'm
Coming from Snark. Coming from Snark, honestly, I think we can pull it out. I think we can pull out a win if Snark's our ADC. I like it. So, I like our
Teddy's too
odds.
busy doing homework or whatever. Being
I
a
don't know what
nerd,
he's doing.
so-
I want Teddy
Theodore's
bench.
just
Kind of-
busy.
Look, man. I know, like, being a lawyer, it's a respectable job and all, but
No, yeah.
the aura of being a Scrim Zone champion, I'd say, matters a little bit more. Some people just aren't built for the grind. And that's okay. You know what, Teddy? That's fine. I'll just win without you, buddy.
He's such a lame lawyer too. He's not even gonna defend me when I do crimes. I'm gonna do crimes and he won't even be my lawyer. It's so messed up.
That is messed up.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you so much, y'all, for coming in and watching. Thank you, PB, for coming in and doing this interview. So,
No problem. Thanks for the cast.
yep, thank you.
course.
Alright, I will catch y'all in the next stream.